it's unanimous. None of this works. So what we're going to do is take this down. We're going to strip those pilasters, such as they are, off the side. We're going to add new site-made trim, and we're going to make this front door fixed right up. Step one, we have a light fixture. So the first thing to do is make sure this feed, look how graceful that is. This feed is de-energized, and it is. Also, for what it's worth, I always test my wire tester on something I know is hot in case it's run out of battery or whatever. No juice, time to take her apart. Step two, get up there in one piece. Little giant, talk to me. Oh, me gusta. It's always fun to cut apart the thing you're standing on. By the way, I know everybody rants and raves about their titanium made from Moon Rocks hammers, but doing stuff like this, I like steel, man. Oh God! That's bad. Still recording. Woohoo! This time with 100% less camera wreckage. I can't let the circular saw have all the fun. Rafters. Slow is fast. Who knows what's going on in here? Isn't it ionic that I got this down? Post to our social media. Maybe I'll write a newspaper column about it. Woo! I have a feeling there's one more nail in there. That's gonna fight me. Urgh. Urgh. Hut hut. Urgh. It may look like a bracket, and it certainly seems to have worked, but for prying eyes, these are not angle brackets. These are pivot plates for bifold doors. Okay, A for imagination. I filled the voids with some low expanding foam. Hopefully it'll keep it a little warmer in there. Now I'm installing a nailer to receive the trim. This is just strapping, or AKA furring strips. Little rotary hammer action. and some number 10 screws. That one made me look good. Only about 50% of these have been catching. The brick is falling apart, so I've had to use a much longer screw than I thought I had to, and I'm having to drill a bunch of holes. But we'll get there. Ah! Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm also using a cheater block to keep the end grain off the brick. Probably not on camera, but I don't care. All right, let's get the top here. Now we'll do some router action with a cove bit to start building up the layered look. Okay, it's time to start running laps around this door opening. As a jamb extension to project past the door frame and my nailers, I've ripped a piece 1.5 inches, mitered it on each side, and I'm going to tack it together. I like staples for connections like this because they're less inclined to blow out and they hold super tight. Okay, round 2. That's this one. Now, I could back this off a scotch. I think I'm gonna. That looks pretty good. Let me see here. I'm gonna run this tight. The comedy of errors that preceded this take, let's leave those for the off-camera activity. What I had to do here to make all this work, because building on brick like this is sort of like building on the surface of a lake. Everything's moving all over the place. Long story short, it took a little flexing like this to pull these miters tighter, and some good fastening, which I've got to add to right here. Tap this first. And then we'll get this all snugged in with a nice cap and a back band detail. With the way today's going, if I'd put these in first, it would have jammed something up out here. So once these were all in, it became obvious that adding a little ripper stripper in here, fastened to the nailing surface, fastened to the brick, made obvious sense. So, in the land of no rules, but you know it when you see it, proportion, ascension, expansion. Those are my 3 rules for a nicely proportioned door that is a plane I'm basically building as I fly down the runway. So, plan A was a top like this. Looked a little naked to me, to be honest with you, and not in a good way. So I added a second ply. It's my line right there. I'll nail this tomorrow. It just gives it enough lift and heft and mass to look right to me. Get a caulk bead back there. Tighten all these joints up with caulk and filler. And this one's going to go in the books.